So we see all these painted tracks, but there's not like a machine or something. Is it all painted by hand?
Yes, it is.
Just the guy who's working there just also painted this one?
Correct.
Hallo en welkom bij een nieuwe video vanuit Europa-Park. Nou ja, niet helemaal. Een tijdje geleden waren we al op bezoek bij de achtbaanfabriek Mack Rides in Waldkirch. En vandaag zijn we op bezoek bij de tweede locatie in Herbolzheim. Kom! Ook op deze locatie hoef ik natuurlijk niet in mijn eentje rond te lopen. En heb ik een afspraak met een echte pro en dat is Adrian. En die staat hier voor mij klaar.
Hi,
Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you. You're showing us around in this beautiful location.
Of course, you're welcome.
Perfect. Let's go. So what is exactly happening on this location?
Here we have a final assembly of our vehicles, train, for coasters, also for our flat rides, like sometimes you can find a classical teacup here. And also we do the final welding of the tracks which have been pre-assembled here or there in Waldkirch. In addition to this, we have something called like a vehicle maintenance workshop where the customers have the possibility to bring their ride vehicles for full service like maintenance and inspection.
We see a lot of stuff here. What's happening in this room?
This is our final assembly. Here we put together parts for our vehicles, trains, gondolas, for our immersive attractions with the brand Tacumeon. What you can here see is, for example, an horrific flying theater.
But why did they decide they needed a second location?
Okay, that's easy. Back in 2017, 2018, we were very busy. The whole facilities in Waldkirch were crowded, full of material. And so we decided to relocate part of our production to another place. And since the Europa-Park has its seasonal decoration in our neighborhood here at this plant, one thing led to another.
And do the employees work on one specific project, or do they work one day on the flying theater and one day on the coaster in the back?
Usually then they don't change projects. Yeah, they're starting with one project, one commission, and try to end it. This is our vehicle maintenance workshop. Here we give our customers the possibility to bring their vehicles for full service like maintenance, inspection. Most of them you know from the Europa-Park, but we also offer this service for other customers. The parts which usually wear out, which are spare parts we have in stock. So we disassemble the rides here, make inspection and check the parts for reusability. I think this is the primary intention of the vehicle maintenance workshop.
So we see here all these parts of a Blue Fire. How does it work? How is the process working? Are they disassembled in the park? Are they sending a whole train to Herbolzheim?
The second. Our customer here, the Europa-Park, sends a whole train on a special track here to our facility in Herbolzheim. And here we disassemble everything, make inspections, clean the parts, check them for reusability, paint them, make non-destructive testing, and after that we assemble everything back together, put it back on the train and deliver it towards the Europa-Park.
Yes.
Here, Atlantica Super Splash.
Atlantica, I recognize that.
When we walk towards here, we can find the uplifted boat of our water coaster Poseidon.
Poseidon, yes, of course.
And what else? These are whole vehicle frames from the Schweizer Bobbahn.
Oh, yeah?
Here, another parts. We don't have a Netherlands train, but France might be okay also. And last but not least, a vehicle of our wild mouse, Matterhorn Blitz.
This is eventually how it arrives here.
Correct.
It's going to be checked, disassembled,
absolutely,
cleaned, and then it will end eventually the same as Blue Fire, ready for assembling.
This wild mouse will never be a Blue Fire, but
yeah, of course. Oh my!
This is the area where we do final welding of the pre-assembled tracks from Waldkirch.
So from Waldkirch it's come right here and
Tack welded, everything's tack welded, and here we do the final welding before they go to the paint shop.
oh, this is how they come from.
Yes, just tack welded.
And they're going to finish it right here.
Correct.
You see, it's not.
Yes, genau.
And what's the reason why in Waldkirch we only do the tack welding and you finish it right here?
The reason is the throughput. The final welding is the complicated, time-intensive process. So the tracks would stock in Waldkirch if we had the possibility to bring them here to Herbolzheim.
And you got a lot of space right here as well.
Correct.
Nice. We're standing here with one of the paint-ready parts, but I see here just like an end of a beam, which is not usual.
Yes.
What does it mean?
We use this construction or this design, for example, for our locking devices when we have track switches, and also we have similar constructions when it comes to the heat differences and the shrinking or expansion of the track. Yes, the steel expands in summer and shrinks in winter, and this is the space to guarantee that.
Ja, dit is de verfruimte. Tenminste, dat zeggen ze. Maar hier ligt ook gewoon weer 1,5 achtbaan opgeslagen, joh. Hoppa!
We went here from the final welding space nearby, and here you can find final welded track. It is non-destructive tested and is ready for painting. The next step is to sandblast it, and then we get usually 3 layers of coating on it. No? First step, and this might be the second step, and after that we get that final coating which has the color from the customer's desires.
So we see all these painted tracks, but there's not like a machine or something. Is it all painted by hand?
Yes, it is.
Just the guy who's working there just also painted this one?
Correct. I think this might be a next evolution step to paint it via robots, for example, but nowadays we do everything per hand, manually.
So the attraction Voltron, there's a guy working here who painted all the single tracks of Voltron, just like la 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 la.
Yes.
And how long does it take to paint it?
Months.
Oh my. So where are we now? It looks like a scene of Indiana Jones with all these crates and boxes.
Okay, no, this is just an inventory where we have stocked our whole molds of all different past rides we have ever built. We have the approach or the claim to deliver our customers with spare parts during the whole lifetime of a ride. So also even when it comes to design parts, and these are the molds in all the crates which we stock here for that.
So and eventually when we just came from the painting room and then everything is settled here, and what happens next?
The next step is shipment. Yes, we order almost every day some carriers. We have some colleagues here who are packing crates and put the huge steel work on the carrier and see it leaving towards our customers.
So we started in Waldkirch designing and bending the tracks.
Yes.
Then they shipped here. We saw how it's going to be welded together, assembled, painted, and then eventually it's getting to the customers.
Pre-assembled here, yes, and then it's getting to the customers. And the last step there will be installation of the ride. And
then in a year, people are enjoying all these beautiful tracks.
I think it's not that far away, for example, this ride. It's about the next 5 to 6 months.
So next summer,
yes,
the parts we're standing next to, we were riding it in a full coaster.
Yes.
Well, perfect. Then the circle is round. So thank you very much for this nice tour.
Thank you for being interested.
Yes, and see you next time. Thanks. Nou, dat was weer ontzettend gaaf. Voor mij echt een bucketlist dingetje. En nu weten we echt hoe een achtbaan van begin tot eind gebouwd wordt. Heb je de andere video uit Waldkirch nog niet gezien? Kijk die dan zeker. Maar ik ga nog even nagenieten. Dus ik zeg tot de volgende video. En tot ziens in Europa-Park. Of Herbolzheim. Of Waldkirch.